Yeah, g'day everyone. Here I am in Talaganda State Forest, although I did notice on the way in that the sign now says Talaganda National Park. So anyway, whatever that means, probably means they'll close the bastard up at some point and we won't be able to ride out here anymore. But anyway, I'm just doing a test run with the GoPro. Never used a GoPro before. Wanted to see how it goes on the helmet and how this microphone works and all that sort of stuff. And while I'm at it, I'm also testing out the big safari tank, 45 litre, or actually I can get 46 litres in it at the moment, but it's a bit of a beast, but feels great. Alright, Maloon Fire Trail, then we'll duck across to Loudon Forest and see what happens after that. Bald Hill, we'll give that a go. It's a good little run through here. It gets a bit eroded at times, especially at the start. Sometimes a few puddles, like this bastard. Now, anybody that knows me and my Tenere 700 will know that it's nicknamed the Titanic because it sees water and it ends up in the bottom of it. Sometimes with me underneath it. Not the best feeling. So we'll try and avoid that today. Oh shit. She's definitely a bit been boggy. Gotta love the 700. This tank feels amazing, even nearly full. It's so stable. Probably need to be mindful that I'm not wearing all my protective gear at the moment, so I might slow up a little bit. I've got the 6.9 rated springs in the front and the forks, which I've been led to believe are as strong as you can get for the 700. So when I'm filling this tank right up, shit, I may need to look at getting some new fork caps with preload adjustment in them, because I can feel that front diving a little bit. So it hasn't bottomed out yet though. Oh, this is an absolute ball. If this is what the tank feels like with 46 litres in it, I wonder how it's going to feel when I get down to 20. My back spring I think is a 95, although when the suspension wizard tested that, I think it tested at about 92 or 3. So spring rates aren't always what they're advertised. Pays to get your suspension done somewhere that is reputable and it's got the facilities to test such things, I guess. So the back feels fine. I haven't got any preload dialed up on that at all at the moment, which is good because I often load this up with a fair bit of luggage, so it's good to have that preload in the bank ready to go. Whoa, slow down, when I need it. I might need to dial up the compression damping a little bit in the front. I guess that might be all I need, in fact. See. So I'm not always going to be filling the tank up. That's the idea, I guess, is that you can run 20 litres if that's all you need, and it's incredible. Harold's Crossroad. So if I go right here, I can go back into Captain's Flat. If I go left here, I can head towards Braidwood. But I might go into Captain's Flat because word on the street is the pub is open again, and that sounds like a good option. So I've also just installed the new Sena 60S Bluetooth comms thing, mesh, whatever it is, mesh 3.0 or something. My cohort Daniel, who is the D in DAG Adventures, myself being the G, Glenn, swears by this mesh communication or connection. I've always had the Sena before, but just with Bluetooth, the SMH10, and it's still working to this day after about 13 years. I think I've had that. For the 60S, yeah, allegedly superior with the mesh connectivity, and the Harman Kardon speakers in the helmet, which have been working a treat actually, I must say. Hopefully it'll hang on in there and be as reliable as the SMH10 that I had. You've got to love the ABS on the 700. It's not really that intrusive. For this kind of riding anyway. If I was going hard, I might need to turn it off, but it just allows me enough rear wheel lock up to get the tail going into a corner. I know a lot of people, the hardcore dirt bike riders, always switch it off or even pull the fuse out, but I seem to manage okay. Getting too old to be racing and carrying on like a clown anyway. Yeah, right. One of society's finest. Lovely day for it though. I'll give it to him for that. So yeah, Dan and I are new to the YouTube thing. We've been riding together since I think about 2008 or 9, thereabouts. And we wish we'd started doing this videoing and recording our adventures since, as we'd have quite a good catalogue of stuff to look back on and reminisce actually. But anyway, we're getting into it now, better late than never. So we've got a few things on the channel now on YouTube, so the idea is that we capture some memories and some videos, and it'll give us something to sit back and enjoy over a beer when we're in the nursing home somewhere. If anybody else gets anything out of it, well, that's just a bonus really. But one thing I think we do need to work on is our content with commentary, and the places we go are very interesting, and we need to probably convey that a little bit more about you know, the history of the place that we're at, or you know, why it is actually interesting. So That'll make it a better viewing experience, I think, for us and anybody else that subscribes or watches the videos. Coming into Captain's Flat. It's an old mining town, very old. There's still some remnants of the mine and a lot of the miners' cottages around. I might go for a run up to where the mine is and see if I can get any good video footage up there. A bowls club. I don't know if it sees a lot of action. There's the great old pub. It's been open and shut more often than I don't know, the front door over the last decade or so. But I think a local owns it now, or has maybe leased it, and hopefully it what's this? No unauthorised access. Lake George Mineworks. Yeah, okay. I must be doing some remediation work there to, I don't know, tidy it up or something. I wonder if I can get in the other way. There was a famous, infamous perhaps, cricket match between Captain's Flat and Majors Creek, actually, back in the day, probably in the 1800s somewhere. Someone wrote a poem about it. Look it up, Google will find that for you. Shit, post office probably doesn't get a lot of action either. There's probably still gold here, I imagine, like in a lot of places that are littered through the high country in Victoria and parts of New South Wales as well, Queensland even. Miners Road, changed traffic conditions. Maybe we can't get in this way either. Same deal. Can't get in even up there to the lookout. Oh well, that buggers that a little bit. Such is life. Just thought I'd come across here towards Braidwood or even Majors Creek yet, I'm not sure. I guess when you got 900 kilometres of range in your fuel tank, that doesn't matter much which way you go. But I always stop up here and get a photo of the bike. It's a beautiful view looking east towards the coast. I think this is all part of the Great Dividing Range through here. Yeah, straight down there in that little valley, the Shoalhaven River makes its way through there as it heads towards the coast down near Tenere. I'll probably ride over it actually. I'll go that way and have a look at it. Yeah, it's a lovely spot through here. Good pub at Majors Creek too, I'll give you the tip. They do a really nice homemade rissole meal there. It's fantastic. This is the Shoalhaven River here. It's but a shadow of what it is when it hits the coast at Tenere, or goes down through Kangaroo Valley and stuff as well. But anyway, this is Wallace, what is it? I don't know, Wallace's Gap Road or something. This goes across to Majors Creek. That's another gold mining town. I think I mentioned earlier about the infamous cricket match between Majors Creek and Captain's Flat. Can't remember much about the story, but anyway, Google will help you with that. just coming into Braidwood. I think my tummy's telling me that I need something fuel, so I'll find myself a bakery or a cafe or something and grab a snack. Very happy with the safari tank. I'm hoping the video turns out. I'm not too confident actually, since I lost the sock off my microphone, but I guess that just means I'll have to go and do it all again. I will do more riding and testing with the tank as it gets down in fuel. I think I'm still somewhere around 40 litres at the moment, maybe 39, 38. It'll be interesting to see how it feels. Where am I going? See how it feels when it gets down to 24 or 20 or even 16, where the OEM factory tank capacity is, because it's right down there near my feet, 16 litre mark. So I'm looking forward to that too. I didn't factor this in, the coast traffic coming back to Canberra. Couldn't drive a greasy finger up their own arse, half this mob. There's literally no one to give way to, you morons. Let's go. Let's go. Jesus Christ. Tell you one thing with this tank also is because it does actually sit lower, and this part here, it's a lot lower than the factory one, and a lot more lower than the 25 litre safari tank. So it kind of feels more like you're sitting on the bike, like a dirt bike, rather than sitting in the bike. That's kind of what I felt with the 25 litre tank on, especially with a tank bag. It kind of just sat right up high past your belly button, but this one's very much different. And whilst I'm yet to put a tank bag on, which carry my camera gear and stuff, I'm really happy with the way it sits. It feels nice. It just feels, yeah, lower and more planted. Nursings, that'll do me. I'll pull up here and grab a snack.